Hello, hello, hello. It's your girl, Lenore Lenny Yancey. And this is car monologue number 8. I've been wanting to talk about this for the last couple of days, and today I said I'm just going to stop and do it. Very short, sweet, and simple. I'm sure it's something that all of you women can attest to, agree to, disagree, agree to disagree, but I'm pretty sure that everybody's going to understand it. Know the difference between lust and love. As women, we lead a lot of times with our heart. And sometimes our heart will give us the wrong signal, but one that feels good enough for us to believe that this other person, regardless of whether you're in a male and female relationship or the LGBTQ, I don't care, I'm not prejudiced, I do not go through all that. But whoever you think you're in love with or whoever you're falling in love with, know the difference. That was a hard lesson learned for me. I always incorporate part of my life into what I talk about. I spent a whole lot of years, that's how self-destruction started with me, because I had been sexually active since the age of 9. And that was because my first rape happened at the age of 9. So I'm not going to belabor on that. But I did a quickie research because I kind of had the right words for lust and the right words for love. So lust is a feeling of sexual orientation. A lot of times, just like men look at you and be like, girl, you got a banging booty, or, you got this, you got that. They're looking at your body parts. Okay, so you could be a little tiny thing with large breasts, or you can just have that new Kim Kardashian buffalo butt thing going on. But they see what they see, and then all of a sudden, their sexual organs go, gotta have it, gotta have it. Okay, someone's calling me, but they gotta go right now. Sorry about the interruption. So that's what lust is. And as women, we do the same thing. We see that brother or that man, say, whoa, he is so fine. We're looking at the exterior before we know anything about the interior. So love, on the other hand, if you are a religious or a Christian or Baptist or whatever your religion may be, there's specific types of love. The one that is near and dear to my heart is the agape love. But love comes from your feelings and your emotions, and it comes from your heart. So I decided to do this today because for some odd reason, I don't know, it's been like all up in here for the last couple of days. So women, just be careful. We all see men, women, or whatever, whatever your orientation is. Like I said, I don't judge, I'm not prejudiced. But whatever you're looking at, if it's a man or a woman, or vice versa, or 2 men and 2 women, that's your decision. But I know what it's like to have these fine brothers and find out that that's all they got is their fineness. Okay, they don't have nothing else. And then I've had the ones that were not so fine that actually treated me a whole lot better, because I believe in my heart that they felt that they were not worthy of an attractive person. So they do everything they can for you, with you, and about you. And there's some handsome, don't get me wrong, there's some extremely handsome young men and women out there that will do the same thing. But lead with your mind and not your heart, because the heart breaks easily. It can be repaired, but it takes some time. So if you take your time and evaluate the whole situation and spend time with this person, I'm the last person to say, don't jump into something. But being out of that lifestyle for over 22 years now, and being by myself, ex-husbands, ex-boyfriends, ex-lovers, I feel as though I can safely say, take your time. Take your time, because when you lead with sex, you end with sex, and you have nothing else in between. There's no commitment, there's no friendship, there's none of that. Someone that I got involved with a couple of years ago taught me a lesson, which was a hard lesson learned. And until this day, I said, if I ever decide to get into another relationship, I'm going to do what I did based on someone else's advice almost 5 years ago. What this person did, and it was a male, what this person did said before any intimacy was going to happen with us, if it was going to happen at all, we had to be friends. We had to get to know each other for a whole year. We had to see if we could tolerate each other, if we understood each other, regardless of the physical attraction. So I'm saying to who all is listening right now, take your time. Take your time. Get to know that person. Get to know their family. Get to know their friends. Get to know their children. Because if Mr. or Mrs. Ever So Fine shows up and you jump in between the sheets with them and then you find out that wasn't worth it, then you got to start all over again. So just take your time. If you don't want to wait a year for the kissing and hugging and intimacy, at least wait 6 months. That's the best I can tell you. At least give it 6 months. Talk, go out, hang out, find out what you have in common. But remember, lust is all about sex, all about the body, all about the physical and the visual. Love comes from the heart. It's from the heart. It's that feeling you get when it just feels right. But even with that, get to know him or her, or him and him, or her and her, whatever floats your boat. Get to know them first. Don't say you know them because you knew them for a couple of years because you worked with them. You don't know that person personally. So get to know them on a personal level. And I will guarantee that your life will be so much better. Smooches.